On today's Kickstarter critique, we talk about Reality Shift, which has magnetic components. And come on, I think we can all agree, there needs to be more magnets in board games. Let's talk about it. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner? Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter board game every time and give you my honest thoughts on it. And today, I'm excited because we are checking out the newest game on Kickstarter, quite literally. That is Reality Shift from Academy Games. Race, hack, and win in the fast-paced 3D racing board game set in a retro virtual world. So they're asking for $10,000, 11 days to go, and they actually backed me on Fiverr. So they paid me $5 to make this video. Booyah! But let's check it out. So they've raised $4,091 of the $10,000 goal. Let's check out the video.
Welcome to Reality Shift, the board game simulation of a 3D virtual reality race. I'm John, here with my co-announcer and AI overlord, Prime.
Today is going to be a great race. I don't expect anyone to survive.
Okay. The race is on, with each racer materializing on the start cube. Each racer is choosing their own path. Where is the green racer going? Green is driving on the side of a cube.
There are no limitations of physics here.
The blue racer drops its checkpoint, rounds the corner, and is on a straightaway headed towards the finish cube. The red racer is behind with no clear path to the finish. But wait! Red hacks the track, transforming it and crushing blue under a cube. Oh, ouch! That has to hurt.
The haptic suits I require the racers to wear make the pain real. Ha ha ha.
Oh, that's just cruel. Blue rematerializes at its checkpoint and is back in the race. Green has no clear path to the finish and is far behind red, but green hacks the track and brings the finish closer.
What an expert move.
Red can't catch up, and the green racer wins.
I want to thank our sponsors, Academy Games and Apollo Games, for a great race.
Okay. Short, sweet, to the point. Two legitimate moments where I was laughing. I like the AI there. It gave me what's the game? The Portal-esque vibe. But anywho, what do we got? Reality Shift is the fast-paced 3D game. These are moving. They were moving a second ago, but now they're not moving because I'm laggy. Your goal is to move your light bike along these paths from cube to cube and be the first to get from start to finish. Your light bike is not constrained by gravity, though. So it's got magnets on the side. Very, very cool. And that's something that I don't think I've seen enough games use, is really magnets. There's so many things that can be unlocked with magnets, and I see it more in children games than in hobby games, and it boggles my mind because there's so many cool things that could be done with magnets in hobby games. You know, the coolest one that I've seen recently, which came out a couple of years ago, is from Hobby Games, and it had like this snail racing game, but then the box was actually used, and the box was metal, it was a tin, and so the snails would go on the side of the box. But why can't we have this in complex 3-hour deck building games? You know, well, maybe not deck building, but like worker placement games, or bag building games, or cube tower games. Like maybe the things you put in are metallic. I'm just saying, there's lots of room for expansion in the board game hobby, and I feel like magnets, that's the word, are eventually going to see their time in the sun, and maybe this is the game that kicks it off. All right, in addition to playing an action card for a movement, you may also play an action card each turn that will move a reality cube, creating a track that is always shifting. Don't have a path to the finish? Transform the board to make one. Is an opponent in the lead? Change the track to block their way, or just crush them with a reality cube, forcing them to respawn. So there's no player elimination. Cool. I like how these are moving. It's really, really cool. And I actually watched one of these videos, and when you see his hand by it, I was really Yeah, because I just want to show you that because that was the one suggestion. I actually looked a little bit at this Kickstarter before, and I feel like they should have included the actual size of these cubes, because when he actually holds his hand by it,
the number of spaces indicated, or turn your bike 100
freaking cubes. And I thought they were actually smaller than they were at first. But let's take a look. We got the videos. That's nice. The download. Check out the rule booklet. I haven't looked at this one yet. What is it? How many pages? Okay, pictures, illustrations, examples. How many pages though? 7 pages. That's not bad at all. Tilt cube. Okay. Okay. It looks like it's going to be one of those games super simple to learn and teach. And look, the first page is actually just artwork, so it's really 6 pages. Okay, I'm digging everything I see here. Let's take a look at the price. 3 backers on the standard version of the game. So I'm going to guess that the deluxe edition of the game is way cooler. So Reality Shift, pledge level, $40. The 4 light bike figures, 9 track cubes, 48 action cards, 1 rule book, 1 speed die, 7 checkout cards. So that is like the retail version of the game, I do believe. And everyone's like, we don't want that. Get the heck out of here with that. Retail Shift Deluxe pledge level. It's an extra $15. All right, this is make or break right here. Is the extra $15 worth it? The Deluxe Edition includes everything in the Reality Shift pledge level, plus all unlocked stretch goals, which White Hole Deluxe Cube. So that's a TBD. That's a TBD. All right, Reality Shift Deluxe Super Track Pledge Level. This one, the Super Track Pledge Level includes 1 copy of Reality Shift and 1 copy of Reality Shift Deluxe Edition. So it's giving you the base game and then the fancy version of the game. And that's, okay, so that's all we got. It's a nice clean and clear over here. The three backers on that. So it looks like everybody's getting, no, it looks like, okay. Reality Shift, oh, it's so new that we have 30 backers and 22 backers, but the Deluxe Edition and the Deluxe Super Track Edition, which is, oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, you want to make all the cool, pretty toys, you got to get the 91. Look at these. But that's so cool. The Great Pyramid, the pit. Okay. This has, so the thing that I like about this right now is it has the toy factor. I'm looking at this game and I'm saying, you know what? This might be a bit too light for a lot of game nights, but I feel like the toy factor kind of overpowers that a little bit to where people, especially if you have this set up when they come in, they're like, what is that? What are we playing? I'm interested. What's the time length on this game? All right, funded, 10,000. The White Hole Deluxe Cube. So once it gets funded, you'll get the White Hole Deluxe Cube. The Deluxe Track Pyramid, new track layout, Portal Deluxe Cubes. Okay, so once we get going, we're going to get more cubes, and there is why we see the big price difference between the 40 and the 55. So I have a feeling that, yeah, that number is not going to grow too much, the $40 level. And so they're, okay, but how up? So 10, 15, 20, $20,000. Okay, so it sounds like they're going to be pretty consistent with the stretch goals, with I like, and straight out the gate they hit 20,000, which I definitely think they probably will, because this has it reminds me a lot of Tron. I was trying to think of the name of it, but Tron, it reminds me a lot of Tron, and yeah, that's a good thing. I think that's gonna hit, because I think that's like a perfect angle right there. It's like, hey, nostalgia, and hey, toy factor, and you're gonna be like, wait, toys and Tron, I'm back to being a kid again. Or, I mean, if you're a certain age, but for me personally, it's still, the toy factor, and I did love Tron growing up. Portal Deluxe Cube. So we've got 2 of the first 2 stretch goals are the big cubes, which is what you really want, to be quite frank here. So yeah, shipping. Oh, that's a big one. $16 for the regular Super Deluxe, putting it at the $56 price tag versus $75. A bit much, but, with components like these, I can understand it. They're magnetic cubes, and I wonder who's making this. Like, that's something I'm really interested in just on a personal level. Like, who is manufacturing these big squares with the magnets in them? Because it's not like a typical board game component at all. I would love to learn more stuff about that. Refund policy. We thank you for your pledge. We use crowdfunding to help finance the production. You can change or cancel your pledge at any time for the project's funding. We'll gladly change your ship location, new address. Okay, whatever. No one cares. Yeah. I like it. I really like it. So it's at $4,000, and I think it's been active for less than an hour, maybe 2 hours, because they were like, hey, we're launching today. Which means, yeah, this one's going to be pretty big, I have a feeling, because once they start hitting those stretch goals, people are going to start getting excited. People are going to start getting nostalgia. I'm going to be like, it's Tron in a box, because that's kind of what it feels like. And I feel like this was ran very well as a Kickstarter. The video was in and out super quick. It had humor in it. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm sold, and I hope I get a copy of it when it finally does come out, because as I said, it looks like it's definitely going to fun. So that is Reality Shift, Race, Hack, and Win. We got any comments? Ooh, 3 comments. What do we got? I'm a big maybe on this one. Agents of Mayhem Solo still has not shipped after 2 years. Any comments on this? Ooh, okay. External factors. We're committed to making the Agents of Mayhem Solo one of the best board game AIs out there. As we described in the Agents of Mayhem Kickstarter campaign, the Solo AI would be developed and shipped after the base game was complete and shipped, which was a little over a year ago. The main reason for this is because we need a large pool of playtesters to try the Solo AI with the final version of the game. Since then, we have been working hard, testing and applying the great feedback from the print and play we made available earlier this year. It's, oh my gosh, he's spitting fire right here. Like, that Jan just comes in, with the elbow, like, where's my Solo? And then Gunter was like, oh, counter that. We gave you a print and play earlier this year. We're trying to make it as good as humanly possible. So, Gunter, get some, baby. I am thoroughly impressed with that response. It's not combative. It doesn't feel preachy. It's just like, hey, this is exactly what's happening. Absolute transparency. And honestly, if I'm on the fence about this Kickstarter and I see that particular comment and I read it and say, okay, so the game shipped. They shipped the game and they're still working on the Solo AI and they want to make it as good as, since then we have been working hard and it makes, wow. And away we go. Very, very cool. That was not what I was expecting. That was like kind of a non sequitur in the comments there. But honestly, I feel like it strengthened it just a little bit more. And they had 9 created, 108 backed. I forgot to mention that. But that's always a good thing. And now I kind of want to know what game Jan was talking about there. So let's check that one out. So one small step. Let's go. So this is kind of like a deeper dive updates. Let's see how updated we are. One small step shipping update. So September, 2 in September, August. Okay, July. So this is something that they're keeping relatively up track. Let's check out the comments section. I mean, we're on a whole different tangent here. I have a game in Australia. Okay. Order received incomplete. Hello, thank you for your restrictions. This we're sending you a direct email. So yeah, look at that. So yeah, that was the same day. Responded, we're sending you a direct email soon. Okay. So I like it. I that's a nice warm security blanket right there. Hey, we have issues. This is exactly what our issues is. Okay, but there you go. That is the Reality Shift Kickstarter. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check out that Kickstarter link down below. Tell them Bowers Game Corner sent you, because if you do that, then more people might be fibering me. And also, if you're interested in having your board game covered on the Kickstarter critique segment, be sure to check out that Fiverr link down below. Or if you have a suggestion for a game that you'd like covered, you're like, man, I really want to know what the other people's opinion on that game, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.